feels too big without you. Don't know how to quit.
Well, hello, you guys. Today, the ManeJess farm will be chefing it up for you. If you see, I am in my apron, and I will be cooking a good meal for you. Yes. Today I am not how you say Bohemian, but I am Italiana, and I will be cooking Italiano food for you. It's Father's Day, and I will be cooking uh, salmon in cream sauce and a stuffed chicken breast in a muy fascinito style for you. But before we go, I would like to say welcome back to all of me main Just 5 members. You guys are here in my heart. And if you're new here, we're going to pause for a momento for you to subscribe to my channel and like the video and comment on how you find my accent. So now that the protocol has been established, we shall head to la cocina, el kitchen. Yeah, thanks. So guys, I had my chicken breast and salmon seasoned from the night before. Basic seasoning. And then I had onions, red peppers, and a bowl of tomatoes cut up. Here I already have the salmon in the air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, I would say use a pan in your oven that has slots in the bottom so that you could get air all around the salmon. So while the salmon is in the air fryer, I have that on for 20 minutes by the way. I go ahead and start the sauce, the stuffing for the chicken breast. I have a little bit of oil, olive oil in this pan on medium to high heat, and I have just put in some minced garlic in the pan. So I'm frying down some minced garlic like I said before, and now I'm just gonna add some sliced onions into the pan. I think that onions help to give food really good flavor. I'm also gonna go ahead and add some red peppers into the pan. You could use green, yellow, orange. It really don't matter, but we just use red for today. And then I also go ahead and add some diced tomatoes, fresh tomatoes cut up. And yeah, that's how we start.
That I'm in feels too big without you. Don't know how to quit thinking about you.
So I go in and I add a little bit of salt into the pan. I also add some black pepper.
Pieces fit these sheets. Your smell can't be by myself. I'm asking for your help. What I need you to do is love me. Love me. What I need you to do is love me.
So here I just go and I add in a few pieces of spinach and kale. If y'all see a little piece of carrot, that's because I took it out of the salad bowl because all the spinach was gone. And yeah, I just added spinach and kale. I actually like kale and spinach in food because I feel like it helps to give it a nice texture. Yeah, and I just stirred it all up to help it to fry down with the rest of the herbs.
Too late, too loud. We move through the crowd. Look for the best way.
So here I added some lemon pepper seasoning, and I go on with a bunch of different like leaf seasonings like thyme, basil, parsley, Italian seasoning. I add all those in at this time. And I actually add, so y'all can see me adding a little bit of salt as I go along, like through the process. And it's not because I like myself salty, it's just that I only add a little bit at one time and keep adding as I think I need it. I don't never want it to be too salty, but I don't want it to be fresh, so I take my time. And I also added some more roasted garlic, even though I had minced garlic from the beginning, I still added the roasted garlic. Now I add the packet of cream cheese, one packet of cream cheese. I only use one most times, and I normally stuff between 8 to 10 chicken breasts at a time, and I keep stirring until I get that cheese melted and it looks like this. Basically, I add a little bit more roasted garlic. Y'all don't judge me, okay? That's how I season food. I have to be honest. Piece. Like I never just start with all the seasoning to the beginning of the process, or some people just add everything in one go and that just be that. I season stuff as I go, so it could look like I running out, but I ain't running out, I promise. And so I just keep turn it up, and then after I'm done with it, I take it off of the heat. And now I have a cookie sheet. That's what I'm gonna be baking the chicken breast on. I started off, y'all, by spraying the cookie sheet with the palm, the cooking spray, so I don't stick. And I get about, like I said, 8 to 10 chicken breast stuffed with this serving size. Also, make sure that you don't put too much of the filling inside of the chicken breast because you don't want it to all spill out once you start your baking. Once it goes in the oven, you don't want it all to spill out. So definitely don't put too much. And the night before, I sliced the chicken breast open to get the seasoning in and just make it easier overall. Y'all, when I done stuffing the chicken, I just put a little bit of the stuffing on the top of each chicken breast, and then I just sprinkle paprika. So when it dry, it have like a nice look. Yeah. Now for the sauce for the salmon. It's a cream salmon, sun-dried tomatoes, spinach sauce. I found it online like a few weeks back and I did it already. So this is like my second time doing it. I like to use butter instead of oil for this so that the olive oil don't flow to the top of the sauce. I don't like how this looks, so I prefer to use butter for creamy sauces to fry down my stuff. And I use minced garlic here. I have my onions, the same things I use from the other sauce, the red peppers and the tomato. Now, y'all, I am slicing and dicing the sun-dried tomatoes. They have a really good flavor. There wasn't any like just dried ones, like in a can or nothing like that. My mom got this in a bottle, and it had oil, and it was also steeped in some garlic. But I just took them out the night before. Well, my auntie did it for me actually, and we just put it on top of a napkin, squeezed the oil out and just let it dry overnight. I go ahead and chop some fresh parsley as well. I chop up the leaves as well as the stem. I add all that in there. Here I'm adding the sun-dried tomatoes and the parsley to the mix. And I add a little bit of salt to this. Basically the same seasonings I added to the other sauce, like basil. I didn't add parsley leaves. I did a little bit of Italian seasoning. All my leafy stuff. I added a little bit of lemon pepper in here too. That's basically. Oh yeah, and I added paprika in this one as well. I like paprika. To me, it gives stuff nice flavor. It's not like a dominant flavor, but to me, that's almost like a little like chalky spice. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but makes sense to me. I also added a little bit of the spinach leaves and the kale. It wasn't a lot. I just added a little bit. Nothing major. Something light. So y'all, my mommy can't eat pepper. That's the only reason I don't have pepper in this. So pepper, I would definitely say if you could eat pepper, add some pepper flakes, or like you could even cut up a little piece of like a goat pepper just to have more of a pepper flavor than like crushed pepper. Here I'm adding half and half milk. I got this from Super Value, I think, and I just allow that to just simmer. Once it has simmered for a little bit, I go ahead and I just stir that up again. And I like to add Parmesan to this sauce. I prefer the grated Parmesan over the powdered one, simply because I think it helps to give the sauce a little thickness over the powdered Parmesan. Yeah, so I just go ahead and I add as much as I want to that. I turned my pan down just now because it was a little bit above simmer. It was a little too high, so I turn it down. I just add some more cheese, and I just keep letting that do the little boil thing. Yeah. I promise y'all I am not obsessed with garlic, but I added some more. Because it really tastes good. Okay, done for true. Bon appetit! Bon appetit.
Don't know how to quit thinking about you.
After 25 to 30 minutes, the chicken is done. Don't leave it in too long else it'll be dry. I'm gonna serve this with mashed potato. I didn't show y'all how I make it because it ain't that big of a deal. And yeah, guys. Also, I didn't show y'all where I put the salmon in the sauce, but I just took them out the air fryer and put them in the sauce. Well, you guys, the meal is complete. Those persons that ate meal was muy happy with the food, and I think, well, in my heart, oh, my heart, that the food was muy rico, muy rico, as they say in Spain, muy rico, and it's good for you to make on your stove as well. See, for your family and your daddy today on this Father's Day. If you have questions about the food, you leave it in the box below for you comment, and I answer you today. I have time and energy for you. You comment, I answer you right now. I tell you what to do. And yes, the food is muy easy, no hard at all. If you like the video, you like it, you put thumbs up. She's like, I don't be patient. I need to pick an accent, y'all. I don't know what you I finish. Yeah, y'all. So the food was good. I full. Everyone enjoyed it, and it just was good. If I wasn't detailed enough, let me know. I'll always answer your questions in the comment section down below. You know, if you haven't subscribed yet, get on it because TheManeJess found is where it's at. I'm just gotta yell at from outside for y'all to hear me. Be bringing content. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. This video was for you. Y'all, this girl stalk me. Every time I post a new video, she'd be like, and I tell you I want you to do a cooking video. Like I named TheManeJess. Like, why tell me about hair? Love y'all so much. I'm gonna twirl around in this apron because I enjoyed it. And I like how it looks. I just feel so fancy. Love you guys. Don't forget to comment down below anything that wasn't clear enough. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know how the food look. Period. Also, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe because TheManeJess fam is where it's at. After you've done that, just press that little bell. It's gonna tell you every time we post a new video over here. You know you like the content you're seeing, so like the video because that's not gonna cost you a thing. Guys, love you so much. Can't wait till Wednesday. I'll be back with more content for you guys. Bringing it back. Love y'all. Deuces. Chef Jess out.
What I need you to do is love.